Hello, secret agents. It's Hanako here once again. This series contains fictional content intended for entertainment purposes only. The scenes depicted, including any blood or injuries, are part of a fantasy setting and are not meant to shock or disturb viewers. All characters, events, and settings are purely criminal fictional. Viewer discretion is advised.
나를 바꾸고 싶어 넌 모두가 나를 알아봤으면 해 그러한 인상으로 살기 위해 설렘과 기대로 가득 찬 날 기다려 더 이상 나를 알아볼 수 없을 때까지 성형수술을 받을 거야 계속해서 사라지는 내 모습을 보면 너의 심장 속에서 않는 사랑을 꿈꿔 정과 노력으로 나 자신을 집단성시킬게 더 이상 나를 알아볼 수 없을 때까지 성형수술을 받을 거야 이 새로운 나를 완성시켜봐 이미 매력으로 매일 빛나줘 아름다워지는 내 모습을 사랑해
Dimly lit room hums with energy. Screens flash with data, and agents hustle about. A large monitor displays a detailed map of the U.S. Southwest. Teach, codenamed General Blackbeard, a grizzled veteran with a commanding presence, stands at the front, addressing the team. He's giving a speech about the importance of their mission and how they must work together to ensure success.
All right, listen up. We've got a situation in Reno. An antique wine cabinet known as the Dybbuk Box has resurfaced. Reports indicate it's causing all sorts of paranormal activity.
Carly Wink, codenamed Rapunzel, a young, sharp-witted agent with long, golden hair tied in a braid, listens intently, her eyes glinting with curiosity. She's the youngest member of the team, but she's also one of the most capable. Mulan, a fierce warrior with a disciplined demeanor, stands beside her, her expression unreadable but alert. She's a master of combat, and she's always ready to fight. She's also a loyal member of the team, and she's always looking out for her comrades. She has a strong sense of honor and justice, and she's always willing to do what's right, no matter the cost.
Rapunzel, Mulan, you're up. Get to Reno, investigate, and contain the situation. We don't need another incident like the Salem witch trials.
Carly grins, her excitement barely contained. You got it, General! We'll get to the bottom of this! The sun sets over a quaint antique shop, nestled in the heart of Reno. A sign above the door reads, Curiosities, Wonders. The shop is closed, but lights flicker inside. The bell above the door jingles as Carly and Mulan step inside, their eyes scanning the dimly lit interior, filled with old furniture, dusty books, and strange artifacts. An elderly shop owner, Mr. Harris, approaches them, his face pale and hands trembling.
You must be the agents they sent. Thank God you're here.
Mr. Harris, we're here to help. Can you tell us what happened? Mr. Harris leads them to the back of the shop, where the Dybbuk Box sits on a pedestal, emitting an eerie glow. It's a small, unassuming wooden cabinet, but it pulses with malevolent energy.
I bought it at an estate sale. Thought it was just an old wine cabinet. But strange things started happening. Objects moving on their own, whispers in the night. I even saw a shadowy figure.
We need to secure the area. Rapunzel, let's set up the equipment. Carly nods, pulling out a high-tech scanner and setting it up around the Dybbuk Box. Mulan places salt lines around the perimeter of the room, muttering ancient incantations for protection. The scanner is analyzing the energy coming from the Dybbuk Box, and the salt lines are meant to contain any negative forces that may be present. This should help contain any energy. Mr. Harris, stay behind the counter and don't touch anything. As they work, the lights flicker, and a cold breeze sweeps through the shop. Carly's scanner is beeping erratically, and it's clear that something strange is happening. The Dybbuk Box seems to be emitting a dark energy, and it's getting stronger by the minute. The energy feels like a cold presence, like something sinister is lurking in the shadows. We've got company! We'll need to be careful! This isn't just any ghost! The temperature in the shop drops even further, and the whispers grow louder. The air feels heavy and cold, and the shadowy figure is moving towards the Dybbuk Box. The figure's form is twisted and grotesque, and it's hard to look away. It's like something out of a nightmare, and it's not clear what it is or what it wants. The whispers grow louder, and the figure is getting closer to the Dybbuk box.
That's our Dybbuk. Mulan, be ready.
The Dybbuk box lashes out, sending objects flying and creating chaos in the shop. Carly and Mulan move quickly and precisely, dodging debris and keeping each other safe. They have years of training and have developed a mozi that allows them to move as one. It's like watching a dance of life and death, with the Dybbuk box being the unpredictable partner.
We need to force it back into the box.
Carly pulls out a small vial of holy water and a silver dagger inscribed with runes. She looks at Mulan with a mixture of fear and determination in her eyes. She holds out the dagger, her hand trembling slightly as she offers it to Mulan.
You distract it. I'll get the box open.
Mulan nods, stepping forward with the dagger. The Dybbuk hisses, focusing its rage on her. Mulan moves with agility and precision, parrying its attacks and striking back with the dagger. Carly approaches the Dybbuk box, chanting an incantation. The box's lid creaks open, and a blinding light spills out. The Dybbuk screeches, its form beginning to dissolve.
Now, Rapunzel.
Carly throws the vial of holy water at the Dybbuk. It howls in agony, its essence being pulled into the box. With a final, ear-piercing scream, the Dybbuk is sucked back into the box, and the lid slams shut. The shop falls silent. Carly and Mulan catch their breath, the tension easing.
We did it.
For now, we need to get this back to Area 51. Carly and Mulan stand before General Blackbeard, the Dybbuk box secured in a containment unit. Blackbeard stares at them, his face expressionless. Carly and Mulan look at each other nervously, unsure of what the general is going to say or do next.
Good work, both of you. We'll keep this locked away where it can't cause any more harm.
Carly smiles, feeling a sense of accomplishment. She looks over at Mulan and sees the same sense of pride in her eyes. They've successfully sealed away the Dybbuk and prevented it from causing more harm.
Just another day at the office.
Carly and Mulan watch as the Dybbuk box is placed in a secure vault, surrounded by other paranormal artifacts. The door closes with a heavy thud, sealing away the Dybbuk for good. Carly sighs in relief, knowing that she and Mulan have succeeded in protecting the world from a powerful and dangerous entity.
You think that's the last we'll see of it? I hope so, but if it's not, we'll be ready.
As they walk away, suddenly the containment unit's lights flicker, and a low, sinister whisper echoes through the lab. Carly and Mulan stop in their tracks, a feeling of dread creeping over them. They turn to look at the containment unit, their hearts pounding in their chests. A dark, eerie warehouse stands alone on the outskirts of Reno. The wind howls through the broken windows, creating an unsettling atmosphere. The warehouse is filled with old, forgotten machinery and crates. A group of paranormal investigators, led by a woman named Kurumi, explore the area with flashlights and recording equipment. They are looking for any signs of paranormal activity or evidence of something strange.
All right, team. Stay close and keep your eyes open. There have been reports of strange activity here. Do you feel it? The danger lurking around.
As they move deeper into the warehouse, the temperature drops and an eerie silence falls over them. Suddenly, one of the investigators, Mike, screams and drops his flashlight. The rest of the group stops and looks at Mike in shock, their hearts pounding in their chests.
What the hell was that?
A shadowy figure moves in the darkness, barely visible. The team's equipment starts to malfunction, and whispers fill the air. They feel an overwhelming sense of fear and dread as the atmosphere grows heavy with tension. The air feels thick and charged with an unknown force.
Stay calm, everyone. We need to document this. I can't shake this feeling. There's something watching us.
The shadowy figure lunges at them, and chaos erupts. Flashlights flicker, and equipment is thrown around. The team is forced to retreat, but Kurumi stays behind, determined to get evidence. As she turns to run, she comes face to face with the Dybbuk box, its twisted form illuminated by her flashlight. She screams as it reaches for her, and the last thing she sees is its dark, soulless eyes. Carly, Mulan, and General Blackbeard review the footage from the warehouse. The Dybbuk's presence is unmistakable. They see the shadowy figure moving in the darkness and hear the whispers in the air. They also see Kurumi's flashlight lighting up the Dybbuk box, revealing its twisted form.
This is worse than we thought. The Dybbuk isn't just confined to the box. It's out there, and it's growing stronger.
We need to find it and contain it before it causes more harm.
Agreed. Let's gear up and head back to Reno. Carly and Mulan arrive at the warehouse, armed with high-tech ghost hunting equipment and ancient relics. They cautiously enter, their senses on high alert. They feel a sense of tension in the air, as if something dangerous is lurking just out of sight. They proceed with caution, scanning the area with their equipment and keeping an eye out for any signs of paranormal activity. The warehouse is eerily silent, the air thick with tension. Carly scans the area with her device, detecting strong paranormal energy. She feels a sense of unease in the air, as if something dangerous is lurking just out of sight.
The Dybbuk's definitely here. We need to draw it out.
Mulan sets up a series of traps and protective wards around the area, muttering incantations under her breath. Carly prepares a containment device, adjusting the settings for maximum efficiency. She looks around the warehouse, her eyes scanning the shadows for any signs of danger.
We're ready now. Now we just need to get its attention.
Carly pulls out a small, intricately carved box and opens it, revealing a glowing crystal. The crystal emits a powerful energy that resonates through the warehouse. The Dybbuk appears, drawn to the crystal's energy. It screeches and lunges at Carly, who dodges its attack and activates the containment device. The device emits a blinding light, and the Dybbuk is pulled towards it, howling in agony. Mulan recites an ancient binding spell, reinforcing the containment. With a final, ear-piercing scream, the Dybbuk is sucked into the device, and the warehouse falls silent.
We did it. It's contained.
For now, but we need to get this back to Area 51 and secure it properly.
Carly and Mulan place the containment device in a secure vault, surrounded by other paranormal artifacts. The door closes with a heavy thud, and the vault security system activates. They watch as the lights on the security panel turn red, indicating that the vault is locked and secure. They feel a sense of relief, knowing that the Dybbuk is now safely contained.
That should hold it, but we need to keep an eye on it.
Agreed. We can't let our guard down.
As they walk away, the lights flicker, and a low, sinister whisper echoes through the vault. Carly, Mulan, and General Blackbeard review the recent events, discussing the Dybbuk's growing power and the potential threat it poses. They express concern about the Dybbuk's ability to escape from the containment device, and they agree that they must take steps to ensure its continued containment.
We need to be prepared for anything. This isn't the end of it.
We'll be ready. Whatever comes our way, we'll face it together.
The lab is quiet, the various artifacts and containment units bathed in a soft glow. The Dybbuk box sits in its containment unit, seemingly dormant. The lights flicker, and the box pulses with an eerie energy, leaving an unsettling sense of foreboding. The various artifacts and containment units bathed in a soft glow. The Dybbuk box sits in its containment unit, seemingly dormant. Suddenly, the lights flicker, and the box pulses with an eerie energy, revealing a crack forming along the edge of the box. Carly Wink, still in her tactical gear, is lying on her bunk, staring at the ceiling. The events of the day replay in her mind. She hears a faint whisper and sits up, alert.
Mulan, did you hear that?
Mulan, in the bunk across from her, sits up and listens. The whispering grows louder, more distinct. Both women exchange a concerned glance and quickly head toward the lab. Carly and Mulan enter the lab, their eyes immediately drawn to the Dybbuk box. The crack has widened, and dark energy seeps through.
We need to reinforce the containment. Now.
Carly rushes to a console, tapping furiously at the keys. The containment unit hums as additional security measures activate. Mulan draws a series of protective sigils around the unit.
That should hold it for now, but we need to find out what caused this.
The lab door bursts open, and General Blackbeard strides in, his face a mask of concern.
Report.
The box is cracking, and the Dybbuk's energy is leaking out. We've reinforced the containment, but it's only a temporary solution.
We need to understand what triggered this. I have a feeling it's not just a random occurrence.
Carly and Mulan sift through ancient texts and records, searching for any clues about the Dybbuk box's origins and weaknesses.
Look at this! According to these texts, the Dybbuk box was created to imprison not just one spirit, but many. Over the centuries, they've grown stronger, feeding off each other's energy.
There's also a ritual here that might permanently bind the spirits. But it's risky and requires a rare artifact, the Heart of Solomon.
Carly, Mulan, and General Blackbeard stand around the containment unit, reviewing the information.
The Heart of Solomon. We haven't seen that artifact in centuries. But if that's what we need, we have to find it.
Where do we start looking?
There's an old contact of mine, Professor Alistair, an expert in ancient artifacts. If anyone knows where to find the heart, it's him.
Carly, Mulan, and General Blackbeard pull up to a grand Gothic mansion on the outskirts of London. The mansion is covered in ivy and looks like it hasn't been maintained in years. They approach the door and knock. After a few moments, the door creaks open, and Professor Alistair greets them.
Edward Teach. It's been ages. What brings you here?
Alistair, we need your help. We're looking for the Heart of Solomon.
Alistair's expression turns serious.
The Heart of Solomon is not something to be trifled with, but if you're here, I assume it's a matter of great importance.
Nods and leads them into his study, filled with ancient books and artifacts.
I might know where to find it, but it won't be easy. The heart is located in the catacombs of Paris, hidden away to prevent its misuse.
Then that's where we're headed.
The team navigates the dark, winding tunnels of the catacombs, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on the walls, lined with skulls and bones. The air is damp and cold, and the atmosphere is oppressive.
Keep your eyes peeled. According to Alistair's map, the heart should be in a hidden chamber ahead.
They reach a dead end, but Carly notices something strange about the wall. She examines it closely and finds a hidden mechanism. With a click, the wall slides open, revealing a secret chamber. The chamber is filled with ancient relics and a pedestal in the center, holding the Heart of Solomon, a glowing, intricately carved crystal.
There it is. Let's get it and get out of here.
As they approach the pedestal, the ground shakes, and a powerful force knocks them back. A spectral guardian materializes, blocking their path.
You dare to take the heart? Prove your worth, or face destruction.
Carly, Mulan, and General Blackbeard prepare for battle. The guardian, a towering figure of light and shadow, attacks with fierce determination.
Stay focused. We need to weaken it before we can take the heart.
Carly dodges a powerful strike and retaliates with her energy weapon, while Mulan engages the guardian in close combat, her martial prowess on full display. General Blackbeard provides cover fire, distracting the guardian.
Mulan, I'll make a run for the heart.
Carly seizes the opportunity and dashes toward the pedestal. She reaches for the heart, and as her fingers close around it, a blinding light envelops the chamber.
You have proven your worth. Take the heart and use it wisely.
And the chamber falls silent. Carly holds the Heart of Solomon, its energy pulsing in her hand.
We did it! Let's get back to Area 51 and finish this.
Back at Area 51, the team prepares for the ritual to bind the Dybbuk permanently. The lab is filled with ancient texts, mystical symbols, and the Heart of Solomon glowing on an altar.
We have one shot at this. Let's make it count.
Carly and Mulan stand in a protective circle, chanting the incantation. The Dybbuk Box begins to tremble, and dark energy swirls around it.
Here we go. Stay focused.
The Dybbuk materializes, its form even more twisted and powerful. It roars in defiance as the ritual intensifies.
Keep going. We're almost there.
The Heart of Solomon emits a blinding light, and the Dybbuk is drawn towards it, screaming in rage. The energy surges, and with a final, deafening scream, the Dybbuk is sucked into the heart, and the light fades. The lab falls silent, and the Heart of Solomon rests peacefully on the altar. Carly and Mulan collapse, exhausted but victorious.
We did it! It's over! For now, let's secure the heart and make sure this never happens again.
The Heart of Solomon is placed in a heavily fortified vault, surrounded by layers of security. The door closes with a heavy thud, and the vault security system activates.
That should hold it, but we need to keep an eye on it. Agreed. We can't let our guard down, because I'm the guardian of the heart.
As they walk away, suddenly the lights flicker, and a low, sinister whisper echoes through the vault. The lab is quiet, the various artifacts and containment units bathed in a soft glow. The Dybbuk Box sits in its containment unit, seemingly dormant. The lights flicker, and the box pulses with an eerie energy. A low, sinister whisper echoes through the vault, sending chills down the spine.
We have to stay vigilant.
Kali Vink paces the lab, her thoughts racing. The events of the past days have taken a toll on her, and the flickering lights heighten her anxiety.
What if I'm not enough? What if I can't protect everyone? Wait, Rapunzel, where are you going?
She decides to seek solace and guidance. Knowing Annabelle's wisdom, Carly heads to Gothic Academy. The imposing Gothic Academy stands tall under the moonlit sky, its spires and gargoyles casting long shadows. The ancient building, a blend of mystique and grandeur, seems to breathe with an air of old-world charm. Carly approaches the grand entrance, her footsteps echoing on the cobblestone path. She hesitates for a moment before pushing open the heavy, wrought iron doors. As Carly walks into Gothic Academy, she notices all the students stop and stare. She approaches two girls talking in the hallway to ask them if they know Annabelle's location.
I haven't seen her since dinner time. Have you seen her, Paris? Well, she could be at her favourite spot. It's on the rooftop where she likes to be alone.
Paris points Carly in the direction of the door that leads to the rooftop.
Annabelle, it's Carly Wink. I've been looking all over for you. We need to talk.
As Carly swings open the rooftop door, she notices Annabelle Devil, dressed in her signature Gothic Academy uniform. As Carly enters, Annabelle looks up, her eyes filled with both curiosity and concern.
Carly, what brings you to Gothic Academy at this hour?
Carly steps further into the room, her shoulders weighed down by her worries.
I'm struggling, Annabelle. With everything that's happened, I'm starting to doubt myself. What if I'm not good enough to handle all this?
Annabelle's expression softens with understanding. Annabelle walks over to Carly, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder.
Carly, you're not alone in this. We all have our doubts, but it's how we face them that defines us.
Carly looks up, her eyes searching for reassurance.
But what if I fail? What if I let everyone down?
You won't. You're brave, Carly. You have faced incredible odds and have come out stronger every time. You're special, and not because of a title or any code name, but because of who you are.
Carly's eyes well up with tears. Annabelle's words resonate deeply within her.
You have a fire inside you, a determination that can't be extinguished. Remember that you were chosen for a reason by General Blackbeard. You have the strength, the courage, and the heart to be a mission leader. Trust in yourself as much as we all trust in you.
Carly takes a deep breath, feeling a renewed sense of purpose.
Thank you, Annabelle. I needed to hear that.
Annabelle smiles, a warm and knowing smile.
Anytime, Carly. Remember we're in this together. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of.
Carly returns to Area 51, a newfound determination in her eyes. She joins Mulan and Sakura, who are already strategizing their next move. Feeling better?
Yeah. Thanks to Annabelle. Let's finish this.
The team approaches the vault, where the Dybbuk Box sits ominously. The crack along its edge has widened, and dark energy pulses from within.
We need to act fast. The containment is weakening. We need to find a way to stop this before it's too late.
You guys have my master's Heart of Solomon. Let's use it to bind the Dybbuk permanently.
Carly nods, her resolve solidified. She retrieves the Heart of Solomon from its secure location. The crystal glows with an intense light, resonating with power.
Let's do this.
The team sets up the ritual, placing the Heart of Solomon at the center of a protective circle. They begin to chant the incantation, their voices harmonizing with the mystical energy. The Dybbuk Box trembles violently, the dark energy swirling around it. The Dybbuk materializes, its form more monstrous and powerful than ever before.
You cannot contain me. I will destroy you all.
Carly stands her ground, her eyes fixed on the Heart of Solomon.
No, you won't. This ends now.
The Heart of Solomon emits a blinding light, and the Dybbuk is drawn toward it, screaming in rage and desperation. The energy surges, and with a final deafening roar, the Dybbuk is sucked into the heart, the light fading. The lab falls silent, and the Heart of Solomon rests peacefully on the altar.
That should hold it, but we need to keep an eye on it.
Agreed. We can't let our guard down.
Do you ever wonder the people we've always loved end up forgotten us or souls? If we don't remember them, does that mean they're gone forever? Or are they still here in a ghostly form, desperate for the living beings to notice them? Has anyone out there in the universe heard this story about the haunting tale of the wedding dress?